With music blaring and a superintendent dancing on the stage, it was an energized spectacle as 2,800 Tulsa Public School teachers gathered for their Summer Institute in preparation for the first day of school next week. The pep rally was for teachers who are needing some encouragement and respect right now.
We all want Oklahoma students to do the best that they can. It's unfortunate that we live in a state that sometimes it feels like that they're not behind us, and we must trudge forward regardless.
The days of we're going to put our thumb on you and hold you accountable in this way, that's I want you to feel that it's different. We're going to go through this together.
Tulsa School Superintendent Dr. Deborah Gist assured teachers the district will have their backs as they face increasing challenges.
So we're going to have high expectations, strong cultures, new instructional practices. We're going to support you as you engage your students and make sure that when you have real challenges, we have our support teams ready to come in and provide those supports.
This week, Tulsa teachers learned of support they are also receiving from the community. The Tulsa Teachers Credit Union, which has footprints in 30 school districts in northeast Oklahoma, presented the school board with a portion of the money raised for those districts during its ongoing Save Our Schools campaign.
We are so pleased to present $263,750 to Tulsa Public Schools as the first installment of the SOS campaign.
The donation balance ballooned with additional money from the Together for Tulsa campaign.
I am excited to announce that those generous funds are going to be combined with the over $1 million that the Together for Tulsa campaign has been able to raise so far to aid in professional learning opportunities as well as provide materials and classroom resources to teachers and principals. We couldn't be more excited to be over $1 million with our campaign, and we are excited to join that with the funds from TTCU.
Those dollars will be used to supplement what the district has lost in state funding. Sean Heim is the executive director of the Oklahoma State School Boards Association.
The disheartening thing about what's going on now is many of those donations and partnerships are trying to fill the gaps. Many of our small rural schools don't have private entities in their community that can help with that, so those students aren't getting the same opportunities or aren't having the gap filled in the same way.
Heim says educators are worried things are going to get worse in the coming school year.
The first month of the year, which was July, we were 4.4% below budget already for the 2016-17 year. So there is a lot of concern among our school leaders, as there is among all state leaders, that we could see revenue failures again this year, which would be devastating to schools.
State Superintendent of Public Instruction Joy Hoffmeister says this is no way to start the year.
We do not have a teacher in every classroom. We still have a teacher shortage. That means that we've got somewhere around 25,000 to 35,000 students without a permanent teacher in their classroom. A revolving door of subs is not the way we lift education outcomes in our state.
Heim says we should know next week if Oklahoma breaks a record for which it could well do without.
The teacher shortage continues to be a crisis for our schools, and we expect when we have our final numbers in that the number of classrooms that were short teachers plus the number of positions eliminated will be an all-time high.
Hoffmeister believes we are headed for a record in the number of emergency certifications to fill vacancies. To put the numbers into perspective, Hoffmeister states that in 2011, the State Board of Education had 32 emergency certification requests. Last year, that number spiked to 1,063. The trend began in the summer of last year when, at the July school board meeting, members had 182 emergency certification requests before them. And at this year's July meeting, that number had nearly doubled from the previous year.
This July, 304. So we are already 1/3 of the way to last year's all-time high and total. And that's a scary scenario for me as I think about school students who are going to be working with teachers and they may not have the kind of experience that I think we expect to be in every classroom.
And those inexperienced teachers may be dealing with class sizes even an experienced teacher may have trouble handling. It's estimated the average elementary class size will be 25, well above acceptable teaching standards, and 30 or more at the middle and high school levels.